You are watching
State of Real Estate. Every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. Grow your real estate business. You're watching State of Real Estate. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. My name is Jon Carissimo and the show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate, where in celebration of Memorial Day, in remembrance of all who have given their lives to protect the great freedom that we have here in America, you know, I'm a patriotic guy. I could get really behind America and what we stand for on Memorial Day, but there's a lot of people that don't even know what Memorial Day is for, or say Labor Day or Independence Day or whatever the case may be. If you look at the calendar, every single month has some sort of secondary holiday, whether it's, when you think of big holidays, you think of, let's say, for example, bank holidays. Memorial Day is usually one of them, Labor Day, Independence Day, Christmas, New Year's. But you look at the calendar and you really want to get to maybe not even secondary holidays, more like just, does it qualify as a holiday? There's literally a holiday for pretty much every single day of the year. And these holidays, as real estate professionals, we can take advantage of these to be able to better communicate with our potential clients and potential home buyers and sellers, because a big part of communication is being on the same page. And until you really start to get to know somebody, it can be difficult to get on the same page with them. But when we're all collectively celebrating these same holidays together, we're already on the same page. So it really opens the door for communication possibilities. But really what we're going to be talking about more specifically today is about the concept of farming, of real estate farming. So that's what we're talking about today. And if you've never heard this idea of what farming is, and I don't mean like farming fruits and vegetables or raising cattle or anything like that. We're not talking anything agricultural. We're talking about marketing. And farming is just a way of thinking about your marketing strategy. Because the goal, the idea behind an effective farming strategy is, let's say here we got the state of Florida. I'm going to draw a crude drawing of the state of Florida here. Don't laugh at me. Florida, roughly something like that. Not the best drawing, but you get the idea. And, the thing is, you're probably focused, if you're in Tampa, you're maybe focused on a little tiny area just inside of Tampa, maybe not even big enough to see on a map like this. But let's say you send out a postcard here, and then you send out a postcard over here, and then you send out one to Orlando, and then you're like, well, you know what, I see big money deals down in Miami, so let's send something down there. Oh, but there's actually big money in Sarasota, and that's closer. Oh, but what about Davis Island? There's big money right here in Tampa. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on out in Wesley Chapel. So what happens if you're investing, because if you're sending out postcards or sending out anything in the mail, that's literally costing you dollars every single time. But maybe you're not spending money, maybe you're investing sweat equity. Either way, you're investing something, either money, time, most likely both. And what happens then is you're investing money there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And this is not farming. You don't see a farmer go out to their field and go plant a couple little seeds here, and no, nothing happens there, so let's go try this dirt over here. No, nothing there, let's go try planting some seeds in this dirt. No, still no fruit, let's go try these seeds over here in this dirt. And if you keep switching it up there, you might spend, let's say, $1,000 marketing here, and another $1,000 marketing here, and another $1,000 marketing here, and another $1,000 marketing here. And you could really start to see, well, I'm probably wasting my money if I just keep switching this up. And that's exactly right. That's exactly what you're doing here, if that's what you're doing. Because if we count this up, we've got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7,000. Now, would that $7,000 be as effective spread out like this? Or would it be better if we took that $7,000 and just focused it on one area alone? Because what happens then is you could get 7 times as much impressions focusing your efforts on one area. So that way, these people are getting repetition. Just like if you're studying for your exam, you want to have reps, you want to have repetition to create the memory, to create the lasting impression. That's what you want to be doing with your farm area. So a farm area isn't about marketing all over the place. It's about focusing your marketing efforts on one specific geographic area, one specific neighborhood where maybe you're not spending $7,000 because maybe you're just getting started. Maybe you're not spending any money. Maybe you're just using sweat equity strategies to try to build up some presence in the neighborhood. And we've done episodes before on choosing a farm area. If you've already taken post-licensing, the post-licensing course dives deeper into understanding a farm area and setting that up and structuring that out. This is super important for your long-term success in real estate, because if you're just constantly relying on your sphere of influence or Zillow leads or your broker or just luck to be able to get new business, that's going to be a very unpredictable business model for you. So that's why a farming strategy, a marketing strategy that's focused on a specific area where you could build repetition in that area, where you could start to build memory. Because you send out this one postcard here, you spend the $1,000 sending that one to Orlando. Why would you do that if you're focused on Tampa? Why are you distracting yourself? Why are you drawing power away from where you're trying to generate business? You know, if you're doing so well in this farm area that there's no more business to be had, you've basically got 100% market share, okay, sure, then go spend money in other markets. But until you've gotten that, we call this in marketing saturation. Saturation is the key to unlocking the recognition in your clients' minds. And you don't saturate a market by giving them one impression, one mailer, one door knock, one whatever it is that you're doing to get yourself in front of these potential leads. So repetition is the name of the game, and the more times you're in front of these same people, the more likely they're going to remember you, because again, you're building saturation. And until you have that saturation, you don't want to focus anywhere else. And that's why it's really important when you start choosing a farm area to start building your saturation, you're making sure that it's in an area that's got blue oceans, that doesn't have a competitor with a large market share in there. You're choosing an area that's got a high turnover, where people are actively selling. They're not just sitting there and living there forever because they love the neighborhood so much. It could be a great neighborhood, but if no one sells in there, there's no sense in you marketing to that neighborhood, because we get paid off of sales. And if no one wants to sell, no one wants to buy because there's nothing to buy, there's no money to be made for us in that neighborhood. So you want to make sure, again, it's a blue ocean, not having a competitor with a significant market share in that same neighborhood. You want to make sure that there's turnover, and you want to make sure it's got a price point where this could generate you a good return on investment. If you're choosing a low price point, not only might you be not motivated to go work these deals, but on top of that, a 3% commission on a $100,000 property is going to take about as much work as a 3% commission on a $1 million property, except for that $1 million property is going to pay 10 times as much commission with roughly the same amount of work. Now, $1 million properties are way above the average price point, so you're going to be probably somewhere in the middle of that $100,000 and $1 million for your average neighborhood that you're choosing to farm. But those are the three parameters that you want to look for. Is it a good price point, a one that you like, that you'll be excited to work in, that also is not maybe too high because you pick these $1 million plus price points and there's a much more limited market of people that could afford that, so that's a more difficult sale to make typically. It takes longer, usually in time, just because there's less people that could afford it. So you get something maybe close to or slightly above the average price point that's got a good turnover, where that same neighborhood, there's not any realtor that's another realtor that's got a big market share of the listings. That would be a good place for you to start building your saturation, start building your repetitions, and start farming that neighborhood. That's what we call by farming. But let's talk about today's topic specifically of holiday farming. I just wanted to cover quickly first on what a farm area is and choosing one, just in case you didn't have one, so you get up to speed there. But once you've got identified this area it is that you want to farm, again, every single month there's some sort of holiday. So what you want to do is figure out what can you do that's relevant. And you know, for example, we've got Memorial Day right now. That's the holiday we've got coming up in Saturday, Sunday, 3 days basically is Memorial Day. And we've got an amazing Memorial Day promotion going on at tampaschoolofrealestate.com. If you want to get your license, complete your renewal requirements, upgrade to a broker, anything like that, make sure you don't miss this Memorial sale. It's only once a year. It's going on right now at tampaschoolofrealestate.com. But going back to you trying to farm a neighborhood, what are some things that you could do? One of the most popular things are the little mini flags. You've probably seen those little tiny, it's almost like a pencil-sized pole that they're on, or the little flag that sticks off the end of it. You could have something like that you're going around and just handing them out. You could get them at the dollar store or Party City. It's maybe a little too late at this point to order them on Amazon, but if you want to plan ahead for 4th of July, you could use these same exact flags for that. These little flags, the little American flags, the little tiny ones, you could think of all the times you could use those. You could use that for Memorial Day. You could use that for Independence Day. You could use that for Labor Day. You could use that for Veterans Day. You could use that for literally any sort of American holiday, the little American flag. So those are very effective as something it is that you can do just again to spread goodwill. That's what you're trying to do through this year, is you're trying to spread goodwill. You're not going to just hand somebody one of these little flags and they're like, wow, okay, well, you know what? I needed a realtor to list my property, so since you gave me this little flag here, that's going to be you. No, that's very, very unlikely to happen. But what will happen is they're going to remember you a lot more because you showed up at their door handing them a little flag and wishing them a happy Memorial Day. Maybe you're striking up a conversation. Hey, did you know anybody that served? Did you have anybody in your family that served? Make sure you tell them thank you for your service. Thank you so much for making your sacrifices, blah, blah, blah. You want to make sure whatever the holiday is that you're going into there, that you know what the point of it is, especially for something like Memorial Day, where it is a day of remembrance, where it is a day we have to honor the people who gave all to fight for the freedoms it is that we get to enjoy here in the good old United States of America. So being able to get behind the story behind these different holidays is something, again, that, people might not even know. The point of these holidays, Memorial Day, it's a more common one, so you probably won't run into that as much. Most everyone knows at least the gist of Memorial Day, but maybe not. Maybe they just know it as a day off, and that's all it is. So you're out there, informing, educating the public, spreading goodwill. What else do people like to do? Take a step back from the meaning of the holiday and now how do people celebrate this holiday? And usually it involves some sort of cookouts. Cookout or barbecue. And if you really want to go the extra mile, you could be the one hosting a cookout or barbecue, a Memorial Day cookout or barbecue. As a realtor, you can do it in your backyard. I don't know, maybe find some sort of park that'll allow you to do it, or some place that you have, or you can just do a little barbecue. Get some burgers, get some hot dogs, some drinks for the kids. Maybe you get a little clown that makes balloon animals or something not as creepy, a bounce house, a little block party thing. There's a lot you could do. And now when you're going around handing out flags to the neighborhood, you could be doing invites to the block party. Hey, I just wanted to stop by today. I know it's Friday, but this Monday, I don't know if you had any plans. We're doing a great big cookout and barbecue. We'll have all kinds of food. It's over at the blah, blah, blah park. It's going to be from 12 to 4. Here's an invite. I hope to see you there. And, here's a little American flag for you to help you celebrate and remember all those who have fought for our freedom. Again, just little things like that. And you have your real estate shirt on that has your brokerage name. You wear your name tag as well so you look like a realtor. Because you don't want to have to speak. You don't want to have to go there and say, hey, I'm a realtor, I want your business. You want that to be an impression by seeing you in your realtor professionalism, where you look like a real estate professional. But ultimately, you want to make sure that people know that you're there solely to spread goodwill. Because you spreading goodwill is going to ultimately come back to you. So you can invite them to the barbecue. Another thing that I've seen people do, and this could be a little bit more expensive, but thinking of, again, other type of gift ideas. Those little flags, you get those things for super cheap. But another one that I know somebody has specifically done on these cookout barbecue type of holidays, whether it's Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, anything in between there, especially around the summer, is little condiment packets. Maybe you've seen it like Costco or Sam's Club, the little ketchup mustard relish things. Those little deals that come together in the package, the 3-pack. And this agent was literally just going around. They had a little wagon they pull their kids around in, and they had this wagon full of ketchup mustard relish. And they were literally just going around door to door saying, hey, are you guys doing a barbecue this weekend? I just wanted to make sure you had the supplies. And on that little ketchup mustard relish packet, it had like a label or some sort of tied-on bag or something like that. That again, and the point isn't what you're getting them. The only thing you need to do is make it relevant. If you can make it relevant, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you can make it relevant. Whether it's ketchup and mustard, whether it's a little flag, whether it's an invite, it doesn't matter what you're giving them. What matters is that it's relevant and it's something that represents you spreading goodwill. If you could make it relevant and it could be something that's, again, goodwill. And goodwill doesn't mean you're getting business. Goodwill means that you're just going out there being a good Samaritan for the community. Something that people will remember and recognize you for. And again, if you show up in your realtor costume, they're going to remember you as a realtor, being the good Samaritan, spreading the goodwill in the neighborhood. So a lot of different ways it is you could go about trying to increase the awareness, increase your presence, increase the amount of people it is that seek out information from you. You could attach a business card onto these items as well. Little things like that, again, it just creates an impression. And yes, there's more hands-off ways to do this by like going on the internet and just paying Mark Zuckerberg or Google ad money and letting them try to generate ads on the internet. But you can't buy that face-to-face type of interaction. Even if you were to pay an assistant to go out there and go drop off the ketchup and mustard and all that other stuff, it's not your face. So as a real estate professional, because we're so highly paid on a per transaction basis, this could be an extremely lucrative way for us to build a client base and really dominate a particular area, to really build the market share to where basically all the listings are coming to you. Because people don't even want to consider another agent because they know that you're so involved in the community. That you're the most knowledgeable person about this community, about your work ethic, because they constantly see you out there working in their community. That's what a good, effective farm strategy will bring to you. And again, these can be applied across the entire year for any sort of holiday. The thing is just making it relevant. In April, there's all kinds of things. You got Earth Day, you've got Easter, you've got just spring in general. In March, you've got St. Patrick's Day, you've got all kinds of, there's March Madness going on in basketball, any sort of sports things. Think of what would be relevant to the people it is that you're visiting. What would they find relevant? What would be a common theme that you could automatically strike up a conversation with them on? And again, all these little themed types of things coming out there, especially if you have some sort of gift, it's going to make people very receptive to you. It is going to make people want to talk to you. It's going to make people feeling like they should reciprocate. Even if you just brought them that little ketchup mustard relish thing that maybe costs like $8 or something like that at Costco to go get a bunch of those, that little $8 gift that you're giving somebody is going to create an immense impression on you. They might even invite you to the barbecue. They might say, oh, wow, thank you so much. You know what? If you don't have any plans, we'd love to have you stop by. We've actually been thinking about selling our house. Oh, that's fantastic. I'd love to stop by your barbecue and talk about earning $10,000, $20,000 selling your house. What is that? Is that this Monday? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll make sure I stop by. Do you want me to bring something? I'm not saying you're going to get invited to all these little Labor Day parties, because you might be wondering, well, how do I go to them all? Trust me, you probably won't get invited to them. But if someone really likes you, if you really hit it off with somebody, if someone's really in the market and in need of your services, you'd be surprised how likely that could be for something like that to happen. So think of any way it is you could, again, build goodwill, increase your presence in the community. You could do that through the internet. You could do it through mail. But the most impactful is going to be through face-to-face and community involvement. If you want to profit off of that community, the easiest way to profit off of that community is going to be being involved in that community. And that's the reason why there's no app for real estate yet. If you've been wondering why there isn't an Uber for real estate or an app for real estate or something, why these big billion-dollar companies like Zillow's got ChatGPT for real estate right now. They're not replacing real estate agents, though, because ChatGPT isn't going out there getting FaceTime with people in the neighborhoods. People want somebody they can trust. And people are trusting computers less and less every single day. A lot of people are trusting this AI stuff less and less every single day as well. So if you're looking to provide value, think of how you could provide value. Think of how you could be a benefit to the people in that neighborhood, to that community, and watch as that business starts to reciprocate back to you. It's about all the time we've got for today, so I want to thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. We're here every single Friday to talk about real estate, to talk about ideas and concepts that'll help you grow your real estate business, because at the Tampa School of Real Estate, our number one priority is to help our students become successes, to become success stories, to become the shining stars in our logo. We want you to become a shooting star, to have unrealistic, unreal levels of growth in your life. Because when you can achieve that, It makes us look good if we're at any part involved in that process. And ultimately, we want you to refer people back to us. We want you to come back for post-licensing and continuing education, of course, but ultimately, we count on your referrals. We want you to be successful, because if you're not sending anybody here. If you're not successful in real estate, why would you recommend anybody else to go start a real estate career if it didn't work out for you? And there's probably plenty of people it is that you could talk to that have tried to be successful in real estate, that have tried to get the real estate license, who maybe even have a real estate license that don't do much with it. And what's essential with starting any new business is having the right guidance, the right information, knowing the right steps to take to become successful. That's the mission we're on here at the Tampa School of Real Estate. If there's any way we could help you achieve your real estate career goals, to help you build your real estate empire, phone number is 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. We have a once a year Memorial Day sale going on right now on pretty much everything at tampaschoolrealestate.com. So whether you want to do a classroom course, you want to do a live online course, you want to do a video on demand, or maybe you need some exam prep to study for your exam, or renewal courses, or you want to get your broker license, we have an amazing Memorial Day promo going on right now. Go to tsre.us/sale. That's tsre.us/sale. You'll be able to see all the promotions we've got running right now currently. I'll put that on the board one more time for you here. That's tsre.us/sale. And if you have any questions, our advisors are in the office today. So if you have questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. We'll be back in the office on Tuesday, but Tuesday is the day after Memorial Day. So if you want to get the Memorial Day sale and you have questions, call into the office right now. Text into us. You can call or text, either one. And that phone number is 813-333-2676. 813-333-2676. You reach out to one of our advisors who's either a real estate sales associate, a real estate instructor, or even a real estate broker. People that have been in your exact same shoes, wanting to change careers, wanting to make a shift, wanting to make a change. So if you have any questions, reach out to our advisors. We've got an amazing team of extremely knowledgeable individuals here at the Tampa School of Real Estate. Or if you want to just go ahead and get started right online, right away, you can go right now to tsre.us/sale. That website's open 24/7, and just like our on-demand online courses, you could access them 24/7, or if you prefer an actual scheduled live instructor, we have those options available. So reach out to us any way we can help you out. 813-333-2676, online at tsre.us/sale. It's about all the time we've got for today, so thank you for tuning in. Have an amazing Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe out there. Thank you to all of those who have given their lives or given any part of themselves to help protect our freedoms here in this country. We truly, truly are grateful for you allowing the opportunity, because look, if we didn't have the freedom we have here, there'd probably be no Tampa School of Real Estate. There'd be no home ownership. The government would just own everything, and we're just doing what the government says. That's not the America we live in, and we got to thank our men and women, the people that have given, again, maybe a part of themselves or maybe all of themselves to protect that freedom. So we want to celebrate that this weekend. Thank you to anybody who is close to somebody or somebody who's been in the armed forces. Have an amazing Memorial Day weekend this weekend, and we'll see you next week for more State of Real Estate.
The most powerful tool to study for your real estate exam is the Question Simulator from Tampa School of Real Estate. We've used our years of experience in preparing students for the Florida real estate exam to bring you the most powerful exam study tool available. In the Question Simulator, you'll be able to go directly to a particular unit so you can focus on the sections where you need the most practice. We have also included the percentages of each unit so you know which units are the most important for your real estate exam. Every question will immediately give you detailed feedback, which is almost always more important than the question or the answer themselves. After completing all the questions in a particular unit, you can go through question by question and review any that you've gotten wrong. You could also print out a report at the end of each quiz. The Question Simulator from Tampa School of Real Estate is 100% mobile compatible, so you can practice with test questions anywhere you have your phone with you. Enroll now at questionsimulator.com and get ready to pass your exam.
Are you
studying for your Florida real estate exam? If you are, you need to check out our Pass First Try strategy. You're gonna love this. It's 4 steps that we break down the process to study for your Florida real estate exam. So you're set up to pass your Florida real estate exam because that's what you're studying for, right? To pass your exam. It's 4 steps. Number 1, you learn the information. You've got to learn this to be able to pass the exam, but it doesn't stop at learning. Step 2, you've got to reinforce the basic, simple, key concepts. As you learn this information, keep reviewing the simple things. You don't need to know everything, but you got to review these basic key concepts. Step 3, you've got to test your knowledge. The exam's going to test your knowledge, so if you don't test your knowledge in advance, you won't find out if you know what you think you know until you take the exam. And then step 4 is be confident and prepared, because even if you know this material, you need to be confident that you know the material. Check out the full strategy at passfirsttry.com. That's passfirsttry.com. So you just got your real estate license. How can you jumpstart your real estate business? The number 1 thing you should do before you do anything else is post-licensing. Now look, this is already a requirement, so you're gonna have to do it anyways, but here's why you wanna do it early. The sooner you do post-licensing, the sooner you're gonna learn the real-world concepts in post-licensing that will help you create a business plan, that'll help you plan for your success in real estate. Post-licensing is all about real-world topics that are usable, that'll help you grow your real estate business. And at Tampa School of Real Estate, we have the best post-licensing courses around. Find out more about how post-licensing can help you jumpstart your real estate career. Go to postflorida.com.
Have you seen what's going on in Tampa?
If you're looking to get in on the real estate action that's going on in Tampa right now, we're who you need to talk to. We can help you get your real estate license, start your real estate career. We're here to assist you for the life of your real estate career. Give us a call. Phone number is 813-928-0106, or check us out online at tampaschool.com. Do you want to incorporate studying for your real estate exams into your busy schedule? Now you can review the key topics you need to know to pass your class and state exams with our MP3 audio review. Simply pop in your headphones or connect to your car to reinforce crucial information while you exercise or drive. Listen to the first unit for free at mp3audioreview.com. That's mp3audioreview.com. Hey, if you're enjoying the show today, which I'm sure you are, be sure to hit like, subscribe, post your comments, share with your friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching.
I wanted to get your real estate license, but I've been struggling to find an instructor-led course that fits your schedule. I'm proud to introduce to you our on-demand instructor-led pre-licensing course. Now you do not have to make a course schedule fit around your schedule to take an instructor-led course. This course is designed to be 100% video-based instruction. And this video-based instruction, even though this is pre-recorded video, still gives you the opportunity to engage and interact with the information to ensure your understanding of important key concepts so you're prepared for your end of course exam and state exam. My name is Jon Carissimo, and I'll be your instructor in this course. And I've been with the Tampa School of Real Estate for several years now and have helped personally thousands of people going through the licensing process. I'm excited to be your instructor throughout this course. Now, as you're going through the course, if you need help, we're just a click away. In the corner, you'll see a little yellow chat bubble where you can message our student support team, where you'll be able to get in touch with our team of licensed support professionals that have sales associate licenses, broker licenses, and instructor licenses as well. So you don't have just one instructor, you have a whole team of people from the Tampa School of Real Estate to help keep you on track, to help keep you in the important information, and to help keep you moving closer
towards building your real estate career, getting it off the ground, and being able to go out there to join a broker, to activate your license, and start earning commissions. All of that is possible and so much more. But to get started, you need to enroll. So enroll today. Take advantage of the special offer we have on this on-demand pre-licensing course. You'll have instant access as soon as you enroll. You'll get an email with information to log into your course online, so you get logged in and start completing your course today. You don't have to wait until the class starts. The class is already there waiting for you. So take action today and let's start building your real estate empire.